My grandfather was a sister, guidance. Good afternoon to you all, and welcome again to the neuro intervention session of today's scientific session. So, it's not been long that we have started neuro interventions in the body. Better late than never. But we have been doing strokes at few centers here, and I feel that it's more important to talk about stroke now ever than before, because we have realized that in recent years the stroke has jumped from number 5 to number 3 as the leading killer in Nepal as well. So we need to talk about more about stroke. We need to make people aware about stroke. We need to teach them this be fast, how to recognize them, and of course, how to pick them up radiologically. So as for today, I chose to speak about how stroke management was started, how it has evolved, what was being done, what are we doing now, and where we are getting. So rather than the technical aspects, I will try to take you through the journey of stroke management and how we are expanding the therapeutic window for acute ischemic stroke management. We have new agents and we have new approaches. So over a decade, especially in the past 3 years, let's say, the individualization of acute stroke care has become more and more complex. The changes that are concrete and that has been happening now are the image selection in choosing the patients, especially these wake-up strokes. And now the database is challenging the 2 decades long database. We will go through it in detail. But something still hasn't changed, that is time is brain. But still, we will talk about this. There are a few newer things. And we need to realize how we integrate the complexity and deliver best outcomes to the patients. And over the time, what we have realized is the collaboration across the department, the institutions, and even hospital networks. That has become more important than ever. So it is the collaboration that is key to the success of running an acute stroke unit. I had collaborated with my colleagues from neurosurgery department, from neurointerventions, emergency department. I've been able to at least start acute stroke unit in PN in hospital, and again in KIST medical bodies. So when we talk about stroke management, basically we can divide it into 4 eras, Like in the 80s, we call it the first era of stroke management, where after the advent of CT scan, a patient with stroke symptom would undergo a head CT to rule out the hemorrhage. And if it is diagnosed as acute ischemic stroke, it would just be admitted. So in this era, acute stroke was considered as something that if somebody is available to have stroke, he is bound to have it. And once somebody has stroke, nothing can be done about it. So this was the stroke management, just do conservative, supportive management for the patient. Now, over the next 10 years, what we achieved, there were a few trials, especially to mention the NINS trial. So the NINS trial gave us IVTP. So we got as the best, and we got a window of 3 hours. So over 1 decade, we got IV thrombolytic agent, and we got a window of 3 hours. Over the next 10 years, what we achieved was we had this antibiotic. The therapeutic window was now expired. Now we got it as 4.5 hours. And by the time 2018 guidelines are there have been tremendous changes. The whole stroke management was changed. Now we have stroke. We can think about treating stroke up to 24 hours as per 2018 guidelines. So we rule out the stroke mimics, we rule out the hearers, and if someone is amenable to alteplase, we proceed if it is up to 4.5 hours, or if not, we can still proceed with now the endovascular procedures. So the therapeutic window has now been 24 hours. So see, well, from 1996 NIMS, we got alteplase. Then in 2008, the ECAS trial expanded the window to 4.5 hours. And 2012 was the year we got pranictaplase. And the landmark year was 2015, where the dramatic change in stroke management happened. So all these trials, and then the year 2015, where we jumped from 4.5 hours to, let's say, 24 hours. So this was the beginning of the third era of stroke management. And again, in 2018, with the Dawn and Diffuse trial, with the Witness trial, Wake Up trial, or Slow-Witted trial that expanded the window to 24 hours is the fourth era. So we are to the fourth era of stroke management. So sometimes we need to ponder, like we work in different institutions and we have our resources. So sometimes we need to think, where do we stand in the context of stroke management? So this, I want to put it as a wake up lecture as well. And there are many more trials. So the first trial agent entitled, that was defined across the population was alteplase in 4.5 hours. And then in next era, we got endovascular devices. We got stent retrievers, we got suction catheters, and got, at first, a window of 6 hours. And eventually, after the Dawn and Diffuse, we got the image-guided protocols, and now we can consider thrombectomy up to 24 hours of stroke onset. So, in the context of expanding the therapeutic window, we need to talk about the wake-up strokes or all-witnessed stroke. It's a 10% of the stroke patients arrive within 4.5 hours of his symptoms, but 1/3 of the stroke patients are wake-up strokes, or the strokes that have never been witnessed. So we don't know the onset. So historically, these were disqualified from acute treatments. So let's say this is a 77 years old man with sudden left hemiparesis. This was a flare taken 2 hours after the onset. We see no changes in the flare, but then we can see the changes in diffusion. But when the time proceeds, let's say a cutoff of 4.5 hours, we begin seeing changes in the flare. What I mean is image-guided selection for wake-up stroke has been very dramatic. So this was the wake-up stroke trial. So I'll just skip this trial in detail, but I just want to show that how the result has expanded the outcome. So this was pranictaplase versus alteplase before thrombectomy for ischemic stroke. So I will just mention about pranictaplase, that is genetically modified form of alteplase with increased fibrin specificity and increased resistance to plasminogen activator inhibitor. So it is cheaper and less dose is enough. So, as I said, what has not changed is type is still brain. So, as we proceed the intervention earlier, the outcome is the better. We all know this by now. Because Each minute destroys 1.9 million neurons, or let's say like 14 billion synapses. But then, yes, studies, but recent trials suggest that the equation is more complex. We have to individualize, and how we individualize it is image-guided. Perfusion studies, some we can use MRI diffusion. So that's why I feel we are in the end of the fourth era and beginning of the new era. Why? I will try to elaborate.
Please add the facts.
So current guideline is last to normal within 6 to 16 hours that with the dominant diffuse trial. It's running out in spawn. But the recommendation is 1 and the evidence is 80. But the last known normal within 16 to 24 hours, large vessel occlusonic anterior circulation, still the recommendation is 2A and passive evidence is B out. So this needs image selection. This needs either perfusion study or some form of image selection. This was a case I attended on the day of ITIGA. I attended 3 strokes at that day, and this was one of them. This patient came with tandem stroke. Tandem stroke means there is occlusion in the carotid level as well as the MCA level. On first round, we can see the cutoff here. I had to do angioplasty, balloon angioplasty, and then you see the M1 is also occluded, but finally I would open it up. Another patient, this came at 10 hours of acute stroke onset, but still when we open it up, there is very good clinical response. And it's always good to see this though. So I'll skip this thesis because I want to show this paper to you. This was just published in April 6, 2023. This is the trial of endovascular thrombectomy for large ischemic stroke. And this one of the landmark paper that has made us think that we are in the end of the fourth era, because now where we are headed is we attempt to do thrombectomies in large strokes as well. And in class last month in Hong Kong, this was one of the guys I met, is the man. And we had the long talk about this trial, and what he assured me was the only thing that matters in treating stroke is how fast you can do it and how totally you can open up the vessel. I mean, we say the terms of TK so TK3, that's all matter, as long as the patient is not very old enough. So I would like to end it here, and I would like to also share with you that now Nepal has enrolled into the Asian Australasian Federation of Intervention and Therapeutic Neuroradiology, and I was inducted as the executive council member. And this is a good sign because we have just started working on stroke and other neurointerventions, and support from people from around who have taken self experiences will always be required. Thank you.